Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the Halal Times YouTube channel. Today we brought to you another episode from the Halal Times, and this topic is important for all of us. Why? Let's dive a bit deeper. The topic on which we're going to discuss today is, what is halal meat? It may be too simple a question to answer for some people. However, for others, it has become a major issue wherever Muslims live. So what are the conditions for meat to be considered halal? In many parts of the world, it has become a controversial topic, not just for non-Muslims, but also among devout followers of Islam. In the next few minutes, we'll try to analyze what the controversy behind halal meat is globally and how various stakeholders in the halal industry are handling the issue. There have been calls for clearer labeling of halal products in shops, restaurants, and takeaways. But what is halal? Let's get to the basics. Halal, as you all know, is basically an Arabic word which means permissible. Halal food is that which adheres to Islamic law as defined in the Quran and Hadith. The Islamic form of slaughtering animals on poultry, zabiha, involves killing any of the halal animals through a cut to the jugular vein and windpipe. So how is halal slaughtering done? A typical and perhaps the simplest method to slaughter a lawful animal, the halal way, is to slit the throat of the animal in question while mouthing the words that make the animal halal or permissible in Islam. The words the slaughterer has to utter while doing the cutting process are Bismillahi Allahu Akbar. In the name of God, Allah is great. These are called tasmiyah or shahada, as you know. So who could do the killing? Who could do the slaughtering process? The person responsible for slaughtering animals the halal way must be a Muslim, according to the teachings of Islam. Which animals are considered halal? The ox, the sheep, the camel, the goat, the deer, the gazelle, the roe deer, the wild goat, the ibex, and the antelope, and the mountain sheep, of course, as well. All are considered halal if they are slaughtered the halal way while still alive and healthy. You may eat any animal that has a split hoof divided in two and that chews the cud. All blood should be drained from the carcass. During the slaughtering process, a Muslim will recite a dedication, the words which we just mentioned, tasmiyah or shahada. Another important issue which the present day slaughtering process is facing is most non-Muslim countries, and especially in the European Union, they believe that an animal should be stunned before it is slaughtered. So let's understand the basic concept of what stunning is before we go deeper into the wider debate in the West. What is a stunning process? Basically, it's a process of rendering animals immobile or unconscious, with or without killing the animal in question, when or immediately before slaughtering them for food. Within the European Union, most animals slaughtered for human consumption are stunned. Is stunning allowed in Islam? The debate is far from over, as mentioned on our pages. There has been a difference of opinion on this issue among religious scholars. Some scholars say that stunning is okay. If the animal is still alive, then you can do the slaughtering process. But other scholars, they don't agree on this issue. We have done a couple of videos on this issue, important issue. Basically, what we did is that we invited two different scholars who had different opinions about this issue, and both of them are from Europe. One was from the UK and another one was from Belgium, a different part of the European Union, and both of them, they differed on this issue. So if you would like to get more information, please have a look at those videos which we recorded a few months ago, and hopefully you will be able to get a better idea of what Islam says about these issues. And of course, they got their own opinions, they got their own points to make. Stunning cannot be used to kill an animal according to Islam, and it has been echoed by Halal Food Authority, a UK-based non-profit organization that monitors adherence to halal principles. But stunning can be used if the animal survives and is then killed by using halal methods. And this is, of course, according to the HFA. HFA is the Halal Food Authority. So how widespread is the stunning issue? Especially in the European Union, human rights and animal rights organizations like RSPCA say that slaughter without pre-stunning causes unnecessary suffering to the animal. Is commonly practiced in Europe, North America, and many other countries. So stunning of livestock was introduced in 1929 with a mechanical operated stunner device. It became mandatory in the EU in 1979, but exemption can be granted for religious slaughter to Jews and Muslims, etc. The stunning method enables slaughterers to process animals more quickly. Mis-stuns involving captive boars occur relatively frequently. A European Union Food Safety Authority report says, leaving animals conscious and in pain. So it's also possible that animals may gain consciousness even after stunning, and that is a big problem for the animals. Supermarkets selling halal products say they stun all animals before they are slaughtered. I'm talking about various supermarkets especially in the European Union, in different parts of the continent. For example, Tesco says the only difference between the halal animal itself and other meat is that it was blessed as it was killed. Stunning livestock has been mandatory in the EU since 1979, as mentioned earlier. Member states can grant exemptions for religious slaughter. Some countries, including Denmark, have totally banned non-stunning slaughtering. The UK government says it has no intention of banning religious slaughter. Religious slaughter means slaughtering without stunning. And of course, a lot of Muslims and Jews as well, they'll be happy with this decision. Let's come back to what halal meat is. A question which a lot of people ask, whether halal meat is any different from kosher meat. Kosher, as you know, is the meat which Jews can eat, which is basically prepared for Jews. Kosher food complies with Jewish dietary laws, again governing what can and cannot be eaten by those practicing the faith. There are similarities in the method of slaughter in that both require the use of a surgically sharp knife and especially trained slaughtermen. But the Jewish law strictly forbids the use of stunning, and meats are not blessed in the same way. So it means the Jews are very particular about this issue. They're very clear that they will never ever allow stunning before the animal in question is slaughtered. But in Islam, people have different opinions, of course, as well. Unlike halal, the kosher meat does not require God's name to be said before every slaughter is done. Kosher meat, according to the Jewish rules, kosher meals forbids the consumption of certain parts of the carcass, including the sciatic nerve and particular fats as well. So halal also forbids the consumption of some carcass parts, including the testicles and bladder. Are there any rules for halal labeling? Currently, there is no requirement for halal or kosher meat to be specifically labeled. However, slaughterhouses around the world need to get halal certification and label their meat accordingly to satisfy the halal meat needs of their Muslim customers. How do retailers and restaurants sell halal meat? Retailers in non-Muslim majority countries sell halal meat, which is certified by a reputed halal certification body in that region, in that country. In the same way, restaurants in these countries specifically mention and prove, if and when needed, that they offer halal certified meat dishes to their customers. Many slaughterhouses in Australia, the UK, the US, Brazil, and many other countries choose to slaughter all their animals in the halal way to capture the growing halal market globally. The latest census suggests there are 2.7 million Muslims in the UK, with the spending power estimated in the region of 20 billion pounds. So it's a big market, not only in the UK, but all over the world. So that's why there are a lot of companies, slaughterhouses, which are entering into this market. Their number one goal is to be able to capture as big a pie of the growing halal meat market as possible. And for that very reason, they have changed their slaughterhouses into halal slaughterhouses. Another related question which we would like to touch upon is that the global Muslim population is now estimated at around 2 billion, and it's increasing steadily. Generally speaking, the spending power of Muslim consumers is also increasing. So to capture the growing halal meat market, slaughterhouses in several countries have sought halal meat certification from local halal certification organizations. Major supermarkets in advanced economies now have started offering certified halal meats to their Muslim customers. What is the state of the global halal meat industry? As mentioned earlier, that the demand for halal meat is growing steadily. To meet the surge in demand, slaughterhouses have been getting their meat halal certified. However, now and then we hear stories about fraudulent halal meat practices by some slaughterhouses in different parts of the world. With the widespread availability of halal meat, halal certification bodies see a thriving business opportunity that requires constant monitoring by these organizations so that Muslim customers can keep on getting truly halal certified meat that is tayyib, clean, and healthy as well. Thank you so much for giving us a chance to present to you another episode. Inshallah, in the coming days, we will come up with another episode from the Halal Times. So till then, inshallah, talk to you later. Assalamu alaikum.